Well, it was interesting. It was a focus particularly that came out of the traditional cluster studies, and it was focused on creating a biotech cluster. And the difficulty there was it's a hard business model, and it takes a while, and St. Louis stayed at it and broke through with it. But early on, it's expensive to build the facilities, it's expensive to create the VC funds, and if you don't have the entrepreneurial base yet, you just have the research science base, then you're not getting good ventures early on. So it takes a lot more persistence and a lot more time. The other problem was it doesn't really create a large ecosystem that involves everybody, because there's not as many people that can play in that game. I mean, you really need to have heavy science, strong regulatory understanding, a ton of stuff, and it takes a long time. Well, what happened was in about 05, 06, there was an opportunity to replicate the MIT Venture Mentoring Service. And we were connected with the Kauffman Foundation. They connected us with MIT. And we made a big decision to not make that Washington University, but to make it a community-wide team mentoring service. And what became of that is that people that had entrepreneurial interests met each other for the first time. Now, we thought we were pretty smart about entrepreneurship, but what we found out was that we had a lot to learn. But it was that initial set of relationships of 100, 150 people that got spawned. And then what happened is Jim Brasunas said, hey, there are a lot of these budding entrepreneurs that are involved with tech. And then he created I-10, the specialty group, specialty mentoring, specialty mock angels program, specialty program for tech. And lo and behold, what happened was in 3 or 4 years, there was the creation of a full support system that was much smarter about doing tech startups. And it's my belief that that's when the money came out of the woodwork, because the deals were better. And so it was really the entrepreneurs that came first, and the money came second.